Hey, good afternoon. Back in Boston, it's evening here in Africa. And we've been spending the last couple of days in Kruger Park with the animals, with nature, listening to the sounds, watching the sights, enjoying the gifts that God gave us in this world, appreciating the miracles that take place every moment, every day. It's been remarkable. Getting up early in the morning, 5:30, 6 a.m., going out to watch the animals and get the sightings. And I was thinking about it because obviously everyone has binoculars and they have cameras and they're looking, they're quiet and they're waiting for a sighting. If it'll be one of the big five, if it'll be a hippopotamus, if it'll be an elephant, a lion, whatever it may be, a buffalo. But I was thinking about it because this week's Torah portion is the portion of Re'eh, which means to see. And in the beginning verse, Moses says, Re'eh, see, Anochi noisen lefnechem hayom bracha klala. I place before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing is if you will follow in Hashem's ways. And the curse is if heaven forbid you won't follow in Hashem's ways. But there's some interesting questions about the way Moses words this verse. And I think that the lessons are really powerful and connect to what I've been watching and been thinking about. The first thing is, in Hebrew, you have a way to say see in the singular and see in the plural. Re'eh is in the singular. You could have said Ru'u. Why does Moses say Re'eh when he's speaking to the general? And the answer is, Moses is trying to tell something very important. You know, I can't control what someone else sees. I can't make them see what they don't see. I could control what my eyes see. I could control how I see things. And hopefully, that will be imparted onto someone else. You know, being on safari, you're in a drive in a ranger's car with 7, 8 people, and someone spots an animal. And everyone's looking. You see it, and you're pointing, but no one else sees it. And you try to turn their head and show them. It takes time till they see it themselves. And ultimately, what Moshe was telling the Jewish people is, don't try to control or think that you could decide how someone else sees. You could control how you see things, how you view things. And that will hopefully impact the people around you. The second thing is, Moshe says, see the blessing I give you today. Why today? Obviously today. And what Moses was trying to say, we live our entire life trying to live with the regrets of yesterday or for tomorrow. But as they say, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is God's gift. You can't live your whole life with regrets about yesterday or with hopes for tomorrow. Live today. And that's the message Moshe says. What about today? And I was thinking about this because every time you go out for a game drive in the morning, in the evening, you don't know what you're going to see. You could have seen the most amazing things yesterday. You won't see them today. Or vice versa. Or in the morning or the afternoon. You have to be in the present. You have to see what's there to see today. How can I live my life today? And the third thing is, you know, a couple of weeks ago we read the Shema. And God says, listen. But here he says see. Why does he say the word Re'eh? It doesn't mean just to see. But it means to have a vision. Not just to see now and this moment, but to see farther. And to understand what the future holds. What Moses was telling the Jewish people is that in the moments, you can live for the moment and say, wait, maybe it's better not to follow the Torah. I'll have more fun. I'll have less restrictions. I'll be able to do whatever I want. Or you could think with vision. Yes, maybe if I keep the mitzvot in the longer term, I'll have life and blessing. In the short term, maybe not. But that's why God says, see. Don't just see for the moment, but see beyond it. As Helen Keller famously said, the only thing worse than not having vision, than not being able to see, is being able to see, but not having vision. And it's interesting because when you come into Kruger Park, when you come into the nature, the wildlife, and you learn about the gifts of each animal, the eyesight they have. Some could see so far, some see sideways. And you realize the gift that God gave us as human beings. That we don't just live for today. We don't just live for the hunt that we're going to be able to get today and eat and enjoy. But we have the opportunity to see beyond today, to have a vision. Just like every business knows that to be successful, you can't just have a one-day vision. You need a 5-year vision, a 10-year vision, a 15-year vision. The same is true with our life. And that's the message Moshe teaches us in this week's Torah portion. It's powerful because the first word is one word, the A. It's all about vision. And Moshe tells us, see for yourself. You could control what you see. And hopefully that will impact others, that you'll be able to show them the right way to see right. Remember that it's about today. And most importantly, remember to have a vision, not just sight. Have a great day and enjoy your day.